On the table, the Junk Bots are back, Series 2 from HexBug. Hey everyone, it's Dan at Squirrel Stampede. Look at this enormous Factory Collection Newport Power Plant box packed with junk. We've got 3 robots included and an all-new system of pipes and connectors to build more junk. Inside, oh wow, look at all this. I can't wait to disassemble and reconstruct all this junk. So let's open this up. Lots of things to explore inside from HexBug.
Squirrel Stampede!
Please like, comment,
And a squirrel eye.
There on the table, Junk Bots Factory Collection from HexBug, the Newport Power Plant. I see a lot of toxic waste going on. Power Up build 16 levels of unboxing. 3 robots included. Nessie, Max, and Chomp. 285 construction pieces. Also improved snap joint system. Where to start in opening this box? Luckily we have instructions here. Step 1, cut seal, probably around the sides of the box. Just don't upset the hex of bug. Will it open? Will it open? It opens. Wow, look at this. I believe we have all 60 junk bots listed on this back wall. There are so many in here. Some of them common, some of them rare, ultra rare. I wonder if we can find one of the ones we've worked on. Oh, there's Bebop 017 and Ariel. We did that one too, I remember. Seems like I worked on one too with a water heater maybe. What a collection to go through. We'll move to this side first on Alley Collection. Over here there's a step 2 punch out window. We'll punch it out somehow. I think I'll try with it lying down. Okay, there we go. I see pieces. I think we'll just pull this window out now. There's a gear, maybe an arm, a fist. How about this punch out window? Might as well keep punching since we're used to it now. I see some sort of door box. Are these instructions here? Maybe. This whole wall, though, will now come down in step 5, so let's just take that down. Oh my! Look at what we have here. Pipes coming out of the cardboard. There's chemicals of green drooling out of these vats. There's a pump house door. I wonder what's in there. And we'll open up step 5, the other side. Watch out, Barry! This side is even more impressive. There's parts all over the place. Some of them have toppled down to the ground floor, but it's looking pretty good. Pretty interesting in here. This is quite the factory. Now I think I'm supposed to line up these floor pieces like so. They're going to attach together maybe?
What?
No?
No.
I guess not. Oh, you know what I did?
Oops.
I did what I was not supposed to do, where it said, do not cut on this side. You're actually supposed to cut on this side. I tell you what, us squirrels are horrible at following directions sometimes. Now we've cut our box completely in half, but we are okay. We can figure this out. So we've basically just switched sides, and now the floor will line up. I can't believe I did that. No harm, no foul. Once the floor base is properly overlapped, you're okay. Everything structurally is fine. So if you're like me and you open the wrong end, just open the other end. Things will still be structurally fine. In fact, at some point you might even cut open the other side. Look at this fantastic inside box. There is a world of everything going inside. Too bad a few of the pieces and parts have crumbled down to the floor. That's a bummer. But it's quite the world to behold. I see a lot of junk in there. So now the hunt is on. We'll start opening doors and crates and finding all the pieces we need to build our 3 junk bots. Where shall we go first? Maybe this maintenance door? What's in here? Oh, there's nothing in the maintenance room. Anything in the pump house room? No, that's empty too. Now I see 2 crates back here locked up. Oh, I bet there's something in these. Yeah, there's lots of something. Why do I get the feeling there's going to be junk everywhere? Oh, I think this might be the instructions for building a rubber band. Our instructions for building a rubber band. There's a lot of constructs in this set. for piping. And we'll see that as we go on. Yeah, look at that. Instructions for something cool. Maybe like a little forklift. And most importantly, our builds for Max, Chomp, and Nessie. Don't lose those. Ooh, there's also a Roblox game code. I'm gonna hold on to this hidden for a little bit. I will definitely try to play this on our gaming channel. Keep an eye out for that to pop up. We will totally play that on the gaming channel. I want to see this game going. Alright, what is in this crate? I think we have the body. Is this Nessie's body? What is this exactly? Yeah, that's the body to Nessie. I'm trying to identify the junk on this one. Interesting. I believe this might be Nessie's arm up here. This looks like something on the Nessie instructions on her leg there. I think I see another Junkbot's body hidden in plain sight just right here between these two pillars. Can I pop that out somehow? Sure I can. What is this device? Sometimes you can identify these junk pieces right away, like a washer and dryer or a water heater. Some of these pieces today are really kind of interesting, really trying to figure out what they're supposed to be. Okay, this has to open up. This has to do something. What is in here? How do we open this? More pieces. And be careful, there's lots of pieces that are used to connect other boxes inside, so you don't want to lose critical tiny pieces. Go through this factory build with a fine-toothed squirrel comb. I mean, there's pieces everywhere. There's a Junkbot piece. There's a Junkbot piece. There's a Junkbot piece. They're all over. This even feels like one of the mechanical pieces. I see an on and off switch, not on that one. Another box in this corner. Whoa! More pieces, and there's our little broom flipper piece. Oh duh, right on the floor, one of the pieces to Chomp. Look at that, a whole giant roundish piece. Looks like an exploded air vac. This box even might open up. And it does. There's like a shovel in here. Well, a tire. And a shovel. Oh, that's a nice looking piece. I can't wait to see how the new joints work. Then there's all the piping. Look at all those piping pieces. You have to pull out new rods and beams for these really interesting builds. All of this is going to come out. It's going to take quite a bit of time to sort everything out into a big pile. Look at all of these pieces. It's like a factory teardown here. So I think I have most of everything torn out. Oh, here's one of those really cool light up pipes. You put an LED on those and they glow. But I'm pretty sure I've torn out everything. I've demoed everything out of this place. Little ski shoe. I don't know if these beams have anything inside. They feel kind of hollow. Just assume everything has something in it so you don't lose anything. Shake this thing out. Make sure everything is out. And then I suggest probably clear the table. There's so much busyness going on with this factory that I think you'll want just a nice clean table once you have everything out so that you can kind of focus on what to build and then bring your factory back at the end. There's just so much stuff. Look at all this. Even this is important. Lots of clear wire, I just noticed. I wonder where that dropped from. Oh, look at this interesting piece. Everything in here is so interesting. So yeah, let's clean this up and see what we got. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little overwhelming at first, seeing all these pieces now spread out through the table. This is quite the enormous undertaking here. Or is this overtaking? I've kind of grouped the Junkbot parts into the center with all the pipes and rods and connectors on the outside, and probably want to focus on building your Junkbots first. One of the nice new features of this series of Junkbots, and I think they listened to us from series 1, is the instructions are a little bit easier this time. They're not only in color, which helps, it's a better, almost a photographic image. Before they were hand-drawn, which was really tricky, and we've got a little better guide on how to place them together, so super thankful on that. That was Nessie, and then we've got Chomp here. Maybe that's like a cement mixing barrel. That could be what that is. So now we gotta build these guys. Here's Nessie. Maybe I'll start with Nessie a little bit. Nessie had that cool brush tail coming out the back. I can start there, that's easy. And so far, the ball joints are feeling a little bit better. Before, they used to be super tight or super loose, so now maybe they'll be a little more uniform. There are a lot of pieces in here. I might just have to build this off screen, some of this. I think this one goes next. It looks about right. Squeeze that one in there. Looking good so far. Then there's this really cool piece, but I'm going to need a connector. Oh, it could be this tiny little yellow connector piece that's gonna go in there, I betcha. And then this device, it's kind of like a weird looking laser thing. Well, I'll keep working here. Got a leg here. It's still so challenging trying to figure out some of the leg pieces. They're also very close in style. This piece must be another leg, but where? Nessie uses a wheel, and Nessie uses that really cool chain piece. Where did that piece go? It's like a rubber chain. Oh, it's right under me. I'm gonna have to hold off on the rest of this build because I'm missing a blue post. I hope it appears at some point. So let's drop Nessie back here. I don't know if she'll stand. Let's take a look at the Max build now. I think we can get some of Max together. Max uses this giant weird drum. Most of the central pieces usually have some sort of mechanic to them. We've got a spinning gear there. That's kind of interesting. And we're gonna place gears on each side of this thing. There's one. Oh, and that helps rotate whatever is inside too. That's gonna be some really cool motion on this one. Okay. Which direction do they want this guy? Like this, okay. And then I think it's this piece. This feels very Transformers-esque, like something from Revenge of the Fallen, was that it? This is a weird piece. It's got a hydro thing going on in there. Hydraulic post, pivot. Trying to think of the word. That's certainly a junk bot for sure. This piece has got to be it. It's like a big, big block arm. Actually, this was supposed to be a front like this. So right now I've got his legs. Oh, that one pops out. I don't know about the new jointing system. It's still a little fragile, unfortunately. It's still a little fragile. They're not as tight, I would say, from before, and that helps. But they're now maybe too loose. Back leg assembly. There's like a brick with a post, and then there's this really cool piece of junk. And then this piece of junk is really interesting. It's got actually a hole for a small little valve, a tiny, tiny little valve, which I almost just lost. It's so small. Small little valve. Ooh, that fits in loose. So I won't totally be able to finish this back leg. I think it'll be okay. I think that brick will hold it. Well, at least this guy is standing because of the tripod method, right? We've got 3 legs holding it up. Max has got this great shovel. I like the little shovel. Oh, there it goes. And these gears are interesting. You rotate one gear and the central eye rotates. So that's pretty fantastic looking. That's a fun little bot. Hopefully, as we go through the others, we'll find a foot here somewhere. So let's see if I can get Chomp together. Let's get all his pieces out. Oh good, I have all the pieces I need to build Chomp. Sometimes it helps just to look for all the pieces and gather them together. And good news, I think I found the foot to Max. It was in a navy blue, so I thought it was going to be a color like this, but it actually is the bunny slippers. I don't know why I didn't see the little ears, so we can fix him up. Okay, so there is Chomp, fully constructed. Chomp, kind of like a T-Rex junk bot. Turned out really well, actually, after finding all the right pieces. And standing pretty good. A little bit loose still in those ball joints, but I think I'd prefer better than tight. He has some interesting gear joints here that kind of ratchet turn on both his knee and his ankle, which are kind of interesting. The tailpiece is also really interesting. It's got kind of a soft rubbery plastic to it, like a tail would be on a T-Rex. Another joint there to add something else to it if you would like. And good arms on ball joints with elbows on ball joints. Also some strange feature here where you can press in his head and something's going to pop the head back out, but I haven't really found the release button. Maybe it's just right here. Oh, right in his chest. There we go. Oh, that's so cool. He opens his mouth when he pops out. So that is a pretty nice looking junk bot. So from before, I finally found this blue foot rod, and we can place, I think it can go either way. It's universal now, so don't worry if you've got that flipped. And now Nessie is on all threes. Always good to have the 3 foot. Look at this little fist on a chain. That's pretty cute. And this piece actually goes on the back of Nessie's head. It's like a little foot, ski foot maybe. Probably a good foot for any junk bot. Oh, look at that. She's almost standing on her front 2 feet exclusively with that wheel in the air. And that brings us up to fixing Max here, bringing Max back. Max had the bunny slipper. Where'd the bunny slipper go? I lost it again. Oh, here it is. There's the bunny slipper. It was just a light blue. I thought it was a deep blue, and that's why I had the hardest time finding it. And so there we've got Max all built, ready to go on 3. So these 3 are pretty funny. Included, we have a couple modules to work with. We've got the light up module, and I think will work great with Nessie. The light up module has that green LED piece. So I think if we snap onto her back, we've got 2 ports for that. Look at that go. And then we can connect to this really cool headpiece she has. You can kind of go just into the back of her head there, and it's going to glow a little bit. Do you see that now glowing? It's kind of lighting up. That's kind of cool. There we go. Do we have a 3rd port for her? Oh, you know what? There's actually a port deep inside this. You just got to go just a little more. And there she is, lit up and standing pretty well. So Nessie just went up 10 points. I don't believe the others will work as well as Nessie. There is a little port here that could light up maybe. Do we have a spot on this guy? Oh, we do. We can light up Max's eyes. There we go. Look at that. That's pretty neat. A glowing eye. And then when we turn the gear, I believe one of these gears is going to rotate that eye back there. Oh, it actually rotates this back piece too. Well, there's a lot of junk going on here. There's a lot of fascinating junk. So also light up system well with Max. And I believe Chomp actually has a spot too. Maybe they all have spots for light up. Yep, there's a port there. Let's give Chomp a try. I see 2 spots to light up. 3 spots to light up. Okay, where does Chomp glow? Kind of up in the neck area too. Now it's more of a cyborg junk T-Rex. That's pretty exciting looking. See if we can do the head launch with the lights. Pop! Very well done, Chomp! There's also a drive module included for motion, but sadly mine is malfunctioning. I don't believe it's batteries. It may just be locked. I can't figure it out yet. Sometimes when you get a new motor, if you just give it a little tap, you can release it, and I'm not getting that with mine. Sometimes you can kind of force move the motor, but something doesn't feel right. So a bummer on the motion motor. Alright, so our junk bots are now built. Now we've got a lot of alternative building with all these pipes that we have deconstructed from the box. There's a wide assortment of sizes, some longs, some mediums, some shorts, and even some really shorts. You okay there, Barry? And then a wide assortment of piping connectors. There's T's, there's corner pieces, there's side corner pieces, all sorts of opportunities for a build. We have instructions for the forklift, so I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try and see if we can build this forklift up and see how it's going to work. The forklift. What an interesting building system this is. Totally worthy of the name Junk Bots. You're basically placing together junk to build this beautiful forklift. It's on wheels, and unfortunately we do have a drivetrain. This should give it motion. This should have rotated our axle and pushed it forward. Unfortunately, my box is broken. Luckily, HexBug has a great department to get that fixed up. What I'll probably do is contact them and get a new one. And then on my next HexBug project, I'll bring it back out and show how it works. It's got a cool raising and lowering fork claw here via rubber band. I guess you could use this little arm back here to lift and lower. And it kind of springs back up with a little pipe crate. Overall, I'm surprised how well these are coming together. There's a huge system of connectors here, elbows, T's, and everything ball joints in pretty tightly. I'm impressed about that. Some of these long rod pieces, I've got one rod piece that's really, but luckily I had plenty to make the forklift here, and there was even more here, so we were good there. They gave us plenty of pieces to work with. What was really helpful is HexBug gave us a actual size diagram of all the pieces and parts, so you could line up if you're wondering what size a pole is. You could line that up, and then in the instructions it tells you what number or corresponding letter to go with each piece, so that was very helpful. I don't know if I would go and build as big as the forklift, because the larger they get, the little more kind of warped they get. But I certainly like small builds like this crate, and using these to add on to your junk bots, I think it's kind of a fun extra activity of the set. It took about an hour, half hour to an hour to build. It really helped me to group all the pieces. Oh look, I don't think we used this piece. This is a nice cross piece. Once I grouped everything into piles, the build was much quicker. So a fun little extra to the set. Pull out all that piping and build yourself a cool forklift. And landing back inside our Newport power plant construction box. There's a lot of busyness going on inside here. One of the things I always appreciate about junk bots is they really highlight the junk. This set is definitely for a more technical minded person. If you're into fiddling with parts and pieces, trying to figure out puzzles, even a little bit of a create your own mentality, I think you'll have fun with these packs. They can be a little frustrating, so I would definitely push this towards the more engineer-minded brain. Personally, my favorite part of junk bots are the smaller trash can bins of just one junk bot to open up and rummage through. I'm looking forward to those most in Series 2, and we saw earlier there's a lot of characters out there. And don't forget there's a Roblox game associated with these sets. We'll so get to play that on the gaming channel. Check on that. I'll post a link when it is available, or just hop on over to the gaming channel and give us a squike and a squirrel eye there, so when it's ready, you will be ready to see it. And there we go with the Junk Bots Newport Power Plant. What a box to behold. So much to discover inside there. Lots of fun overall. If you like today's video, please give us a squike, a squirrel eye, and a squamment. Let us know your favorite new junk bot to explore. Also, don't forget, we will be playing this on the gaming channel once we figure it out, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you for watching. That's what I have to say about that.